Hello. I think I have to go up. I'm Mary Jo Langford. I took a couple classes this past spring with Gemini Inc. out of San Antonio. One I took in person last fall, actually, and then two this spring on Zoom, and they were really very interesting. And I don't seem to write much unless I have the structure of a class or a group. This was called, I think it was called Women and Spirituality, and the person who ran the class was in New Mexico. And she gave us a poem to read in Zapotec, which of course I did not know how to read or understand it, and then it was also in Spanish and English. And the person leading the class suggested that we go ahead and read the poem in Zapotec and write what we think it might say. So this is what I did based on reading this poem. It's called Please Hold Me. And there'll be subsections because those were titled in English. So please hold me, I promise. The black flower, God hold me like a little child. Then I will be safe. I promise to behave. Altar, take me into your beautiful garden where I can wallow in your magnificence, where the perfume of your flowers fills my nose, where the vibrant colors of your vegetation surprises my eyes, where the sounds of your insects frolicking hums in my ears, where your birds stuff themselves on grubs from the earth, abating my own hunger with hope. Take me into your beautiful garden so I can smell, so I can see, so I can hear, so I can eat. I promise to behave. Passion of the fisherman. I hunger, I thirst, I smell the acrid smoke of burning things. I hear moans and groans and begging. I see detritus, the fallout. I live in the folly of those who have gone before me, eyes closed, hearts damaged by veins pulsing with greed, brains lacking both a right and left side. Innocent, cancer-ridden, gasping for breath, our garden on life support damaged by secondhand smoke. Grant me your grace and let me into your garden. I promise to behave. Hide and seek. Oh, in the midst of deep darkness, I enter your garden. I fall on my knees. I kiss earth. Whisper in my ear and I will do your work if you will hold me in your arms like a little child. Then I will be safe. I promise to behave. I promise I will try to behave. And then another prompt that I got from the same class was, where would your gods be? And use the I to write a personal poem. So this is called Looking for God in a Round Hole. I'd take a square peg and look for God in a round hole. If my square peg fit in the hole, then I'd know I found God, because typically you can't fit a square peg in a round hole. So it's a miracle. Hello, God. However, if the square peg didn't fit in the round hole, then I'd hammer and jiggle and beat on the peg to try to make it fit. I'd try to force it into the hole. If that failed, I'd use a chisel to knock off excess wood. I'd use a planer to round the square edges. I'd sand out any rough spots. If I got a splinter, I'd use a tweezers to get it out. If I cut myself on the sharp blade, I'd get a Band-Aid or, God forbid, stitches. I'd sacrifice my square to make it fit in the round hole. Then I'd give it a solid tap to lodge it in place. I'd be so happy. My square peg fits in a round hole. It's a miracle. Hello, God. I would pat myself on the back. Yay me. I outsmarted the square peg that was keeping me from finding God. Only later would I realize what I had done. What had once been a perfect square was now a scarred, disfigured, blood-stained peg. I'd cry because I can't get the perfect square back. I'd cry because I realized too late. God wasn't in the round hole. God was in the square peg. I'll We'll save that if we have extra time. This is more a little bit, leave you on a happier note. Santa Claus is real. You are going to get better. No one heard you say that. He's a real go-getter. There is peace on earth. Cancer has been cured. Politics that upset us no longer are endured. The Pope is Catholic. Your mother was a saint. Your kids are really special. It's not small, it's simply quaint. The air is clear. As far as we can see, the playing field is level. Now everyone is free. You can't argue with the song, so I'll set things right here. At least here in this little song, the world's perfect, never fear.